Guys, welcome back to the Mindworks channel. You're with me, Arun Sharma, and in today's session, I'm continuing my 50 must-know question in Quants. I hope you're enjoying the session, these sessions. And those of you who have not seen the first 11, just go to the playlist on which this video is part of it. It's the 50 must-know question in Quants playlist on the channel. Look for the playlist, and you can actually go and have a look at the first 11 questions. And I've discussed some pretty interesting questions, and a lot of you have been pretty positive about the fact that we are doing stuff. थोड़ा सा disappointing मेरे लिए था that last few videos have been less seen. So I'm hoping that now that I'm going to be regular over the next 40 odd days, where I'm going to get this to 50 over the next 40 days, so more of you will be following this series and help us grow the tribe of this channel and the subscribers and the community in this. Right, so do help us spread the word around. Do comment on the videos just for the algorithm. It helps the algorithm. It helps YouTube discover which videos are doing well and which are good quality videos. And also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel and do press the bell icon. Right. So today, I'm moving out of the functions area. Functions page हम लोग focus कर रहे थे block 5 पे, algebra area पे. And I'm moving to geometry, which should be important for all of you giving all kinds of aptitude exams, even for the SSC aspirants, etc. Geometry is an important component of what you need to do for your exam, and hence my next 5-7 questions that I'm going to go, maybe 12 to 20, is going to be mostly geometry. So we're going to look at some interesting questions. And the question I have for you today is a question which is kind of a very standard question, which has got a standard approach to the way to solve this question, right? So this is the question that you can see what it is saying. If I just expand this question for you a little bit, it's a question that has come in CAT 2004, but it's not just a CAT question. It's important for all exams, and also important for CAT from the CAT viewpoint, because this kind of format and this kind of thinking, where something is embedded inside something else, is a very common structure that the CAT uses. And there's a standard way of the construction you need to make, the kind of construction you're making for questions like this. So the question says, a circle with radius 2 is placed against the right angle. Another smaller circle is also placed as shown in the adjoining figure. What is the radius of the smaller circle? They've asked you the radius of the smaller circle. That's what they're saying. So, and they've given you 4 options. So let's go into a construction of this. So there's a right angle. There's a right angle here. And a circle with radius 2 is touching that right angle. So there's this circle which has a radius of 2 and it's touching the right angle. Right, so this is what the picture looks like, and this circle has a radius of 2 on this circle. And then what they have done is they have inscribed a circle, a smaller circle in the area between this and that. They've inscribed this smaller circle in this area, right? And then they're asking you what is the radius of the smaller circle. So, ऐसे questions में the basic logic. Let's come back to this picture only because this picture is more clean and I can expand this also. So, basic logic in situations like this. Let me just get that image larger and larger. So the basic logic in questions like this is the construction that will always be constant or common in such situations. And that construction is this construction. If you think about this as the center of the circle, this line that I've drawn here represents r, which is the radius of the larger circle, plus r, which is the radius of the smaller circle. And this line and this line both these lines represent r minus r. So why this is r minus r is because if you draw, this is the center of this larger circle. If you draw the whole radius, it will come till here, and what you are cutting off is this red part from that whole radius, and that red part is nothing but the radius of the smaller circle. So this is r minus r, and likewise this line is also r minus r, because if you try to draw a parallel line here till the end of the circle, that will be r, and basically from that you are cutting off this much, which is basically nothing but the small radius. So this structure, I mean such structures always lead to a kind of a triangle, right angle triangle, which has r plus r here, r minus r here, and this is standard. You will see this in questions in exams, which in all the aptitude exams that you want to check for. In geometry, you will see that this kind of question where something is embedded, a smaller circle is embedded inside a circle, a smaller circle is embedded inside a semicircle, उसमें r plus r, r minus r का logic, ये कहानी हमेशा use होता है. So when you start doing this on this triangle, and you go for the Pythagoras theorem on this triangle, you can basically use r plus r whole square is equal to r minus r whole square plus r minus r whole square. So that, and in a normal question, when capital R or small r is not given, what you end up with when you use this formula, this Pythagoras theorem on this, r plus r whole square is equal to r minus r whole square plus r minus r whole square. When you're using this formula, in the normal situation, what happens is that you get a ratio between capital R and small r when you expand this. करके देख लेना इसको, वो standard approach है. इस question में the only difference is कि यहाँ पे what they have done is they have given you the value of capital R as 2. So we are not dealing with r minus r, we are dealing with 2 plus r and 2 minus r here. So if you want to find r, small r, the simple process is 2 plus r whole square is equal to 2 minus r whole square plus 2 minus r whole square. You do this, and the moment you do this, you get this, you realize that you are on track to get the answer, because you're going to get a quadratic equation. All you have to do is solve that quadratic equation or get the roots of that quadratic equation, you'll get the answer. So you're pretty much on very firm ground कि ये काम कर लूँगा तो मेरा answer आ जाएगा. So that's what you're doing then. So if you expand this, you're going to get 4 plus 4r plus r square. Just be careful about expanding it correctly, is equal to, this is 4 minus 4r, this is 4 minus 4r plus r square, and this is again the same, so you can just say into 2. So the right hand side here is 8 minus 8r plus 2r square. Be careful about not making any silly errors in this, because such silly errors hurt you a lot in the exam, because you're otherwise getting the marks if you can get through to the quadratic equation. So इसको solve करोगे तो obviously you will get that left hand side to this side. You'll try to get the left hand side of the equation to this side, because you want a positive r square. So to cut the story short, if I write this by subtracting the left hand side from the right hand side, I'll get r square, और यहाँ minus 8r है और ये 4r इधर जब आएगा तो minus 4r हो जाएगा. You basically have this equation now. 4 plus 4r plus r square is equal to 8 minus 8r plus 2r square. तो इसको अगर इधर लोगे तो you'll get r square minus 12r, 8r minus 4r, and this is plus 8 minus 4, so plus 4 is equal to 0. This is your quadratic equation, and the roots of this quadratic equation will be the value of r. So if I just use the formula, the solution of a quadratic equation, minus b plus minus under root, so that's 12 plus minus under root b square minus 4ac, 144 minus 4ac minus 16 upon 2a, which is 2. So this gives me two answers, 6 plus or 6 minus under root 128, and that is divided by 2. So this 2 inside the bracket, inside the square root, will become 4. So you have 6 plus minus under root 32, which is 6 plus minus 4 root 2. And of course the smaller circle's value, radius, cannot be more than 2, and hence you will reject the 6 plus 4 root 2 solution, and the answer will be 6 minus 4 root 2. That's what it will be. So 6 minus 4 root 2 is the answer, which is there in the options as the fourth one. It's there in the options, the fourth one. Option D is the right answer. So just take this away from this question, that in such questions where there's something embedded inside a corner or inside a right angle sign kind of thing, कभी कभी इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस भी आए हैं इसमें कैट में और बाकी एग्जाम में भी, कि जहाँ पे एक स्क्वायर है, उसके अंदर एक सर्कल है और यहाँ पे एक छोटा सर्कल डाला जाता है, तो इसमें भी r प्लस आर, r माइनस आर, सेम ट्रायंगल बनता है ये. So just remember that. और r अगर दिया हुआ है तो then you get a value for the other one. If you're not getting that, if you're not given any one of them, then you get a ratio between capital R and small r in such cases. तो ये ऑप्शन डी इसका आंसर है. तो ये तो एक सॉल्यूशन हो गया तुम्हारा, बट इसका एक चालू सॉल्यूशन भी अवेलेबल है इस क्वेश्चन का. वो चालू सॉल्यूशन जो है वो ये है. चालू सॉल्यूशन भी दिखाता हूँ मैं तुमको. अब देखो ये 2 है, मतलब इस तरह का कभी भी फिगर ड्रॉ करोगे, मैंने ये भी फिगर ड्रॉ किया है, तो एक प्रोपोर्शन है बिटवीन द साइज ऑफ द लार्जर सर्कल एंड द साइज ऑफ द स्मॉलर सर्कल. There's some proportion. Now if I try to look at these options value wise, ये जो है root 2 का वैल्यू इज 1.8, 1.43, 1.41 सॉरी. सो इसका वैल्यू 0.18 आ रहा है. तो वी आर लुकिंग एट अ सिचुएशन जहाँ पे इसका वैल्यू 2 है और इसका वैल्यू 0.18 है, 1/10 ऑफ दैट. इसको अगर देखोगे 4 माइनस 2 रूट 2, 2 रूट 2 इज़ 2.82. सो इसका वैल्यू 1.18 आ रहा है, जिसको तो तुम सीधा रिजेक्ट कर सकते हो. मतलब ये ऑप्शन बी अगर सही होगा तो ये बोल रहा है what it is saying is कि this height is more than half that height. ऐसा तो बहुत क्लियरली है कि नहीं होने वाला है. एंड सेम थिंग विथ ऑप्शन सी, 7 माइनस 4 रूट 2 अगर देखोगे, 4 रूट 2 इज़ 5.64 अप्रॉक्सीमेटली. तो ये ऑप्शन सी बोल रहा है कि ये स्मॉलर सर्कल का जो रेडियस है 1.36 है. इम्पॉसिबल. आई मीन कभी भी तुम लार्जर सर्कल के जो गैप बन रहा है उसमें छोटा सर्कल डालोगे तो ये छोटा सर्कल का लेंथ, रेडियस का लेंथ इस बड़े सर्कल का हाफ से ज़्यादा तो नहीं होगा ना. तो इसलिए ऑप्शन सी भी हट जाएगा. तो तुमको बेसिकली दो ही ऑप्शन के बीच में चेक करना है. अगर तुम इसको स्मार्टली, आई मीन देखो कैट में या किसी भी एप्टीट्यूड एग्जाम में तुमको आंसर मार्क करने का मार्क्स मिलता है, कैसे लाए वो इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है. देयर नो स्टेप मार्क्स लाइक यू हैड इन क्लास 10th. तो यू आर बेसिकली चूजिंग बिटवीन one value which is 0.18 and the other value which is यहाँ पे 1.41 into 4 is 5.64. So this is 0.36. और ये प्रोपोर्शन देख लो, तुम खुद से ड्रॉ करके देख लो. ऑल्दो एग्जाम में लिखा रहता है कि फिगर्स आर नॉट ड्रॉन टू स्केल, बट तुम कभी भी इसको ड्रॉ करोगे ये प्रोपोर्शन करीब 1/5 के आसपास है, नॉट 1/10. ये बोल रहा है कि दिस रेडियस इज 1/10 ऑफ दैट. और रेडियस अगर 1/10 है तो दिस एरिया हैज़ टू बी 1/100th ऑफ दैट एरिया. डज नॉट लुक लाइकली कि इस छोटे वाले सर्कल को 100 बार बनाओगे तो ये सर्कल बनेगा. इट्स नॉट दैट स्मॉल. सो यू कैन एक्चुअली चूज दिस जस्ट बाय प्रोपोर्शंस एंड यू हैव टू बी स्मार्ट इन योर प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग. जो भी काम आएगा वो यूज़ करना है. एंड अगर मैं लास्ट 30 सेकेंड में रहता एग्जाम में तो आई वुड हैव सॉल्व इट दिस वे. इफ़ आई वॉज इन अ मोर कंफर्टेबल स्टेट, in a situation where I've got enough time and I'm comfortable with respect to my solving time, and I really don't need to blitz the question, I don't need to blitz solve the question, then I'll go through the mathematical route there, right? Because इसमें थोड़ा सा risk तो रहता है when you do this, but if I'm in a desperate situation, I'll take that risk, right? यहाँ पे भी देख लो, इस छोटे सर्कल का साइज is not 100 that size. मतलब किसी भी तरह से उसको बनाओ तुम, right? So couple of announcements here. One is the Crack Every Interview program. It's available on this URL, https:// वो इसमें भी दिया हुआ है on the description of the video. So do look at that program, and if you are looking at changing your perspective of interview preparation, You can join that. It's only for 299 rupees. It's cheaper than a cup of coffee that you have at a barista or something. And this comes from 4 of us, me, Meenakshi ma'am, and also Randhir Mishra, Dr. Randhir Mishra, who is an ex-IIM Bangalore faculty, and Manish Konkar, who is a top corporate trainer. So we have talked about this here, and this is one thing, and this other one is the announcement which I have put up on the post on the community tab also, that there is a surprise announcement about the Arun Sharma Academy, which is coming up tomorrow. That's a new venture that we are coming up with. That announcement is coming up tomorrow at 6 p.m. A lot of goodies coming up your way, so be there with me at 6 p.m. When we announce this special this thing tomorrow. That's 2nd October, Gandhi Jayanti, good day to start anything. So we are trying to look at 6 p.m. tomorrow. So all of you will be free. Just do join in and listen to the announcement and help us help you go through with your journeys in your career seeking paths. So I'll see you then. Thank you so much. Do comment on the video and do share the video. Thank you so much, and do subscribe if you have not. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.